If you're playing Thunderbringer in Hearthstone and you're not making jokes about Thunderhorse or Deathclock and Metalocalypse, then you're doing it wrong. I apologize for the very dark setting right now, but unfortunately, these are dark times in Hearthstone because Druid is still absolutely slaughtering any hopes and dreams, and that's why I've completely forgone trying to go for top legend ranks, and I am playing most of the fun decks that I possibly can. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to let me know that you want more fun decks in Hearthstone, because Thunderbringer is an absolutely hilarious card, and I think I found another perfect deck that really works in with this card, all thanks to Big Paladin synergizing almost perfectly with this card. Because Big Paladin was already running big cards like Ragnaros to begin with, but now we have more reasons to focus more on the big synergistic cards that are also beasts and elementals. Unfortunately for Paladin, they don't really have that many ways of utilizing that many big beasts, but something that's really great to point out is the Mask Reveler combo pulling out the Thunderbringer, and if it does pull out Thunderbringer, then you can easily pull out an elemental as well as the other Thunderbringer. But one synergy that I really like, that I had to include in this deck, and I actually do believe is somewhat core, is the inclusion of Amplified Elekk. Not only is this a massive taunt, but if you are able to combine this not only with Thunderbringer, but if you could somehow do this with Kangor, then that is a taunt with lifesteal, and then when it dies, it deals 3 damage to everything, giving you even more lifesteal. It's just before, it really didn't have that much application, but now that you have 2 ways of being able to essentially cheat this card out of your hand, or even from your deck, I think it has a massive spot in this list. But I started playing this deck a little bit yesterday, and it worked very well, but I will go ahead and warn you that Kangor the Dancing King is just one of those cards you have to draw in Big Paladin in order for this deck to feel really good, because you can easily forego your early turns as long as you have the lifesteal making up for the lost time, so to speak, because this card really does bring you back from the edge of death, and I believe that the game clips coming up ahead will showcase this perfectly. But one thing I also want to say about Kangor is that you can also pull him from Service Bell in case you've never played Big Paladin before. So I would actually recommend keeping Kangor in your hand every single time. This is just a card that you always keep. You will always keep Service Bell, and then the other cards that you would maybe want to keep would be like a Muster for Battle or maybe Dance Floor, depending on what else is in your hand. Dance Floor is usually just a safe card to keep more times than not, but if you don't have the Kangor immediately in hand, I would just go ahead and toss this to the wayside in the effort to try and find your Kangor, because it really is that important. Obviously, you don't want to keep any of the big cards here, but depending on the matchup, you can also keep Mask Reveler, just because this card's another way of being able to cheat things out. I would probably always keep this on coin, but depending on what class that you're playing up against, maybe keeping this in your mulligan is not the greatest thing to do every single game, like, you know, keeping Kangor, case in point. So now that we've talked about the mulligan a little bit, let's talk about some of these card inclusions, because some people may be looking at some certain cards in this deck being like, why are we even running it? Such as Starlight Groove, for example. And again, this is a card that you don't have to craft. Like, I said this in the last video that talked about Starlight Groove. I believe it was in Earthen Paladin. But this card could easily be replaced for any other big card that you really want to put into this deck. But one card that might be worth running is actually Alarm Security Bot, and I'm going to show you guys another deck that was built in my Discord, actually. So if you like the idea of being able to converse with other people that create Hearthstone decks, I would highly recommend joining the Discord, because there are a lot of people that are trying to optimize any deck that they find enjoyable. So Alarm Security Bot is probably a perfect substitution for Starlight Groove, and you can get rid of like another card that you don't like in here. Like, a lot of people aren't thinking about Baron Geddon, but the reason why Baron Geddon is in this deck is not just because he's an elemental that synergizes with the Thunderbringer, but again, like, if it gets pulled out from Kangor, it just works extremely well. So I like it for that reason, like giving the lifesteal. And if you think about it, if Thunderbringer gets killed when your opponent has no more mana left and it brings out a Baron Geddon, that's also just 9 damage going to the face if you have that opportunity. And that's really the funny thing about Thunderbringer that I think some people are going to start becoming wise about, is that if you kill this card and you don't have ways of being able to kill the minions that get summoned out of it, then you're just really becoming a punching bag for your opponent. And it's kind of funny how frequently I found myself in a position to where, like, my opponent just killed the Thunderbringer really without thinking about it, and then they got massively punished by like a Baron Geddon, a Neptalon, and then an Amplified Elekk just storming them in the face. So this is one of those decks that really can depend on the opponent's skill level in order to do well with it. But aside from that, this deck is just a lot of fun. Like, Big Paladin has always felt like it's really been missing something. But now that we have the Thunderbringer giving us another way of being able to have win conditions that storm the field, I think this might be the way to go. But pulling up the Discord real quick, this is a deck that I believe is pretty decent. This is another deck by Donuts, the guy that helped optimize the Earthen Paladin list, and we'll just get a better look at the list this way. I will move myself so we can actually see everything. But yeah, this is the entirety of the list. We got Dance Floor and Service Bell, Muster for Battle, and Hammer of Wrath as just early game resources to try and, you know, not get steamrolled in the very first turns. Keeper Strength, I didn't really talk about in my list, but this card is very massive at being able to give us a lot of tempo swing, because with Kangor always pulling out a minion, you have lots of ways of just being sticky to where this card will just be a 4-mana deal whatever amount of damage is equal to your minions. I don't remember if Amatis is in my deck. In fact, it is not, but I do believe that this card has a lot of application as well. But the one thing I don't like out of it is maybe what happens when you pull it from Mask Reveler. But Lead Dancer feels really good with a Noyo Troop, and the fact that we also have Amatis in the deck, it feels pretty decent for that as well. And there's another synergy that I haven't really even talked about, but Red Herring actually could work really well with Lead Dancer, and that's the reason why I decided to put it into the deck. But, I mean, how good is this card actually? It's kind of up in the air, but it is just another beast that does add a little bit of consistency to the Thunderbringer. So maybe it's worth running. Like, this is a lot of ideas I'm throwing at you. I'm well aware of this, but this is the thing about deck building is that the very first, you know, couple days that a deck is out or a card is released, you're not going to find the optimal build, but I like to give you guys as many ideas as possible, so maybe you can make your own version of the deck, but more importantly, in case you have to sub out some of these more expensive cards, you do have ways of being able to play this deck, even if you don't have, like, a Neptulon, or if you don't have Baron Geddon and stuff like this. I think Baron Geddon is a card that's given to everybody, but regardless, it's always nice to have more options than to not have enough options. Containment Unit may seem a little bit weird, but the reason why this is in the deck is because of the synergy of the Anoyo Troop, and also if you get it from Mask Rebeller, you do just get an 8-drop out of it. Seems pretty decent in that regard, but I like the look of this list because it also plays Yoxeron. In fact, I don't play Yoxeron in my deck, and that might be a missed opportunity because, again, Mask Reveller being able to pull out the Yogg, but with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells in the deck, it may not be worth it to put the Yoxeron in there, even though Mask Reveller could potentially pull it out. But I wanted to showcase this deck just to kind of give you guys some ideas of the directions that people are thinking of taking this this deck. But with Yogg being in the deck, it's just more reason to run Alarm Security Bot because this card just adds a little bit more consistency in that regard. So hopefully that's a lot of ideas that I just gave you guys in order to be inspired about Big Paladin. But I think that the game clips coming up ahead will really showcase what happens when you put your faith in Kangor Dancing King. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. A huge shout out to all of our patrons over at patreon.com/ClarkHellScream. You can go ahead and become a patron and get some extra perks and bonuses for supporting the channel, like getting deck optimizations, custom coaching, as well as shout outs in future videos. We also have merch. This is personally my favorite shirt that I've ever made because it is a legitimate painting that I have made that I am super proud of, and, well, it's just, I couldn't really think of anything else to put on the shirt aside from that and for the Horde logo. So if you want to get a badass shirt while supporting your favorite Hearthstone content creator, go ahead and check out the links in the description below. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. It would have been pretty bad. But let's get the Kangor. Let's get the Kangor, and we can show this Death Knight who the real master of the meta is, because it's definitely not Plagues. It is most certainly not Plagues, but I get to reduce the cost of my hand, so that feels pretty decent. I immediately get Starlight Groove back in my hand.
My pain doesn't compare.
Honestly, Starlight Groove isn't that terrible to have. That is a really nuts turn 1, by the way. I'll go ahead and just knock this out, because there's no way that they can clear this unless they also have the AoE card discounted. And if they really have the AoE card discounted too, then holy crap. Wow, what a great start for him. I do have Mask Reveller though, but I'm just gonna immediately play Starlight Groove just to try and prevent the Plagues from getting out of control. And I don't need to play Service Bell immediately here, but I'll chill on the weapon for now. Yeah, what was Kibler playing, by the way? It looks like he was playing some kind of Dragon Paladin. Maybe it was like a menagerie deck of some kind. If only I had like an access to Steam Cleaner in this deck. Lead Dancer. Okay, if you immediately play Hell Yeah, I am convinced that I am cursed. Ooh, never mind. I have Kangor. Okay, well, slow and steady wins the race. He's playing Hand Buff Menagerie. Okay, so he was playing a Menagerie deck. I got that much in mind. Can I please just avoid the Hell Yeah for one game? Oh, let's go. Let's go. I get to play my Kangor uncontested. And then maybe I can bring out more Thunderhorses. Okay. Give me the Thunderhorse value. Don't draw the Thunderhorse, but give me the value.
The light bends to the sweet moves.
Got the sweetest moves around. Like, and it's just like the actual horse battle cry, the sound effect. Are you kidding? Why is that in your deck? Today is just not my day. Are you? I can't have fun. I'm actually cursed. There's just no other way to describe this feeling that I have. Fucking.
What a delightful party.
You are past redemption.
I want to know the reason why that's in his deck. Like, what is the reason to be running Starfish right now? That was Kangor, yeah. A signature Kangor at that. Oh. Wait. Okay. Yes. Neptulon and Elekk.
You will be crushed beneath the endless tide.
Wait, are this all minions?
Cannot be bound.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Maybe I'm not so unlucky. Maybe I'm not so unlucky after all. Oh my god. I mean, I'm still mad that my Kangor got silenced. But this just goes to show how bad Plague PK is right now. Yeah, I really needed that. I needed that emotionally. Jesus Christ. Yo, okay, it's actually because Noodle Soup joined the chat at the right time. That's why that happened. Okay, keeping Lead Dance against Warrior is probably unnecessary. So let's try to find the Thunderbringer, because we already have the Kangor in hand. Alright, thanks for that, man. I'll maybe give it a try if I want to try Druid again. Because I do need a reason to try more Druid, because as of right now, my Druid decks have not been doing well. They have just been awful. Finley is risky, but the trade-off is worth it. I mean, you kind of have to run Finley in that deck for when you low roll, right? So I totally understand why it's in the deck. I doubt he's just going to play Weapon here. Okay, wow, he just played Weapon. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to Hammer of Wrath instead of playing Cold Feet. Stop this from getting out of control. Plays a minion that I can kill with Kangor, that's fantastic, but if he doesn't, then it's fine. I don't necessarily 100% need the value from Kangor here. Case in point, I'm not able to kill that minion. Enraged Warrior. Enraged Warrior feels like it's probably still really good, but I wonder if Enraged Warrior can deal with the scam meta. My first guess is probably not. But I can easily attack with Kangor, pull out a minion, play another Kangor, give it rush, pull out another minion, and then we're laughing all the way to the bank. Okay, hold on a minute. Maybe Big Paladin's better than I think it is.
True strength rises from the ashes.
Okay. It's got Noodle Swoop's version, not mine. What do I name this? Just Thunder? Yeah, Thunder. Wait, why is it not pulling up the deck? It says there is no deck called Thunder. Deck tracker, never change. It always struggles this much whenever new decks are released. Alright, so we get to do the thing now. That's actually massive. So I can do this. Ragnaros? Alright, well, I'm back up to full life. Alright, okay. Alright, I get it. Kangor did Kangor things. Cream, get the money, bro.
Endlessly for glory.
For Lordaeron.
I don't think I want to keep dance floor without having the Kangor. Oh my god, you also have tears in your deck right now. I'm just gonna go in the no deck mode so that way people don't get confused on what's in the deck.
Symptoms will be
Kangor. All right. If he ends up playing location, I'll play Cold Feet. But for now, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to get the value from it. I'd argue Alarmed bot is really good. Not sure why it's not included. I honestly just didn't think about it. But I can understand why it's there. But like the one thing I'm kind of worried about is like, what if I have like Amplified Elekk become a 5/5? That doesn't seem particularly good. And that's always the big thing about that card, where it's like, it's not about the 5 mana being the problem, it's the 5 mana stat line. Where it's like, yeah, if I draw Kangor, cool, but all the other options seem pretty bad in order to have a 5/5, except maybe like a Noyo Troop or something. I definitely want to get some Rumble in today, because I have a video that I want to make for a comp that I've been working on. It's probably pretty obvious if you've been playing the game, but I still think it's worth it. Oh my god, Secret Rogue feels so bad if it doesn't do exactly this.
To battle.
Wow, it's actually Ice Barrier? Okay.
Evil will be purged.
I mean, I also could have played Keeper Strength here. It seems a little bit unnecessary, though. I think I'm just going to play Cold Feet. Yeah, I don't want to give him another, Oh, really? It's Perjury? Okay, fine. Could have gotten away with the hero power. Maybe it was do something with, like, this, but I like the idea of Lead Dancer, and if I need to equality into this, then I have Lead Dancer value to help me out with that. The Mage Secret Bluff. I mean, you kind of have to do it, though. Can we play the game? It says it comes out on November 3rd. You have to get a VPN, to get around and play it, like, you essentially have to play it on a, in a server that, is, like, the game is available. But I have exclusive access, and that's the reason why I have access to the game, so I actually don't use a VPN. But yeah, you get a code for access, or you can VPN it to where you can play it in a country to where it's soft released. Because right now, like, there are some countries that it's enabled. Okay. Lead Dancer really has to pull out Kangor here. I imagine that Secret Rogue is a really bad matchup for us, though. Exactly, or just be a god gamer. Okay, so I'd rather have this get objected. And if it does get hit for damage, then I either pull out a Noyo Troop, Red Herring, or another good card. So please don't be objection. Please don't be objection. Oh my god, let's go. Taunts? Kangor? Wait a minute, why didn't... What, did Potion Master not... He didn't do his ability. After it or did he? Okay, no, he did. It just didn't show it. Either that or I missed it. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, and he low rolled. Oh my god, and he low rolled massively with that. Okay, that's fine. I can play Mask Reveler on this now. Okay, big Paladin making big comeback. Or is it always Kangor here? I feel like it always has to be Kangor here. I mean, it always has to be Kangor. Alright. It is really massive that he missed this 3-drop. Ooh. Oh, yes! Dude, yes! And even if he destroys it, I still get the value from it. Oh my, I am so sold on Amplify Elekk in this deck, dude. The synergies are just so real. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Massive, dude. And I will even Consecration just to get rid of the 3-2. Because I already have Keeper Strengths, and I'm always going to have minions. Oh my, dude, Amplified Elekk is like actually the GOAT. Holy crap, dude. Look at him go! No! 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 Okay. All right. Well.
Dance off.
think I'm gonna let something like a technicality stop me? Yeah, that shit. This Yogg is not gonna stop me. This Yogg is not gonna stop me, man. The amplified Elekk killed my Kangor. I played around it. I'm just that big brain, bro. I'm just that big brain. Alright, it's gonna pull out Neptulon. Guaranteed. I don't know there's no— oh wait, I have another amplified Elekk! And it pulls out the other Thunderbringer! Oh my god! Big power! Ah! That's just GG, right?
Ain't my grave.
Go ahead, get rid of the Kangor. You're still dead, bro! Oh wait, no, this is still guaranteed lethal because of Baron. Oh, all my decisions! All of my card inclusions! Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Keepers on Barons? Where anything worked. There are tons of ways to win that game.